Holy smokes, where do you get the bulbs to grow plants like these? It's me, Ciscoe Morrison. Here's what's coming up on Gardening with Ciscoe. There is such a thing as too much beauty. Here's how to whack back your Beautyberry. Learn how this organic farm grows the tastiest carrots you've ever crunched. A Brussels sprout dish that even Meeghan might like. And meet the man who put the garden into Chihuly gardening glass. All this and more coming up right now on Gardening with Ciscoe. Hi, I'm Ciscoe Morris.
And I'm Meeghan Black. Welcome to Gardening with Ciscoe. This is so fabulous. We're at Chihuly Gardening Glass at the Seattle Center. Oh my goodness.
Meeghan, I've been waiting forever to see this garden and it does not disappoint. You know, I've only met Chihuly once, but I know the guy that designed this garden very well. We'll meet him later in the show.
And chat him up a bit about how he created this. But right now it is time to prune, particularly if your Beautyberry's looking a little shabby. Your weapon, I'm ready to do battle.
Oh man, I've never seen anybody with more heavy artillery.
I know, how about that? Well, we're going to cut back
the biggest loppers.
This Beautyberry, and I'm thinking I need one that reaches.
Okay,
so
well, I'm gonna trust these are gonna work. We'll see.
So this Beautyberry, I love it because he reaches up and over my other plants, and in winter they have these gorgeous little berries, but I'm losing the effect. Exactly. They're too tall. I needed to prune it back before and I didn't do it.
Well, it's a good time to prune it because not only will the berries look great when we're done, but the berries we cut off, you could bring in the house, put in a container. That'd be beautiful.
A great idea. Yeah. So how do we go about this? Because there's like 6 stalks or something coming up.
Holy cats.
I know.
Well, you know, I think we'll leave most of the stalks so we keep the berries, but we're definitely going to have to shorten these.
Okay.
So I don't know, Meeghan, we got to experiment. Let's work our way back.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, you know what? Can I cut them back more in the spring?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So then let's leave some more of the berries than we normally would.
Great.
So why don't you grab this guy because I'm going to take him down.
Right. Okay.
Like right there.
All right, I'm ready. I guess I wasn't ready.
Look at how pretty that is, though. I love your idea of using that in a vase.
Oh,
I'm
that'll
do
be
that.
spectacular.
So.
Oh, good job. Okay, that's a big one there.
Yeah, he's huge. So I'm going to take him down a little bit more.
I'm going to try and grab it
Can you grab? Thank you.
There we go. Now you'll be able to use that heavy artillery to good use here.
Whoa, I only got part of him. Look at that one. Oh, my gosh. He's huge.
Okay, I think I can get a shot at this guy, Meeghan.
Okay, not my finger. Here.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, let's see what we created. Guess where all the new growth's going to happen next spring? Right here.
Oh, straight out
And that's going to really cause trouble.
So in the spring, what do I want to do?
In spring, we're going to cut some of these all the way down.
Okay.
And others down farther. Let it grow back up, and then it'll get blooms, and you won't get this growth up there. But that's next spring.
Right.
We don't want to, do that now because we lose the beautiful effect of all these berries. And what people don't always know is these leaves will turn color while you've got these beautiful berries on there. Oh,
yeah, and then they drop and all you get are the berries left.
Yeah.
I love that look too. But look at this. You even have some. I'll give you some to take home.
Thanks. Mary will love that.
Holy cow. Awesome. Okay, so your Beautyberry, I love the fact that I can control him and then really do the proper pruning in the springtime, but at least I still get the effect.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And it doesn't look quite as messy. Well, it kind of does.
It got a jungle going here, kiddo.
Welcome back to Gardening with Ciscoe from Chihuly Garden and Glass here at the Seattle Center. You know what I love about this is it's landscaped so beautifully. Even the glass art looks like a plant. Maybe a little aloe there mixed in with the sea holly.
Oh, man, I can see it. That looks like an aloe.
I know.
Well, have you seen anything that looks like a carrot?
No.
Keep an eye out because I visited an organic farm where I learned how to use cool weather to grow the most big, juicy, delicious carrots you've ever seen.
How do you really feel?
Nash's organic produce, where they grow the biggest, sweetest, tastiest organic carrots in the world. Now we're going to take you out to the fields and show you the tricks that you can use to grow the best carrots in the universe. Well, Scott Chichester from Nash Organic Produce, those are some beautiful carrots.
They are.
All organic, right?
That's right. Everything we grow is certified organic.
Wow. Now, listen, I know you want to keep all your secrets to yourself, but listen, you got to tell us how you grow such great carrots, you know. Do you sow the seeds right in the field?
We do. You always direct seed your carrots right in where you're going to grow them. They don't transplant worth a darn. But really what makes good carrots for us starts with the soil. We just have beautiful soil here. Plants that can live through the kind of temperatures that we have here in the winter actually get sweeter when it gets colder. The sugar formation is almost like Mother Nature's antifreeze.
Is there anything special that home gardeners need to do if they're going to leave their carrots out in the garden in the winter?
Sure. The most important thing is to try and get something to insulate just the shoulder of the carrot. Whether it's soil or straw, just something to cover up that shoulder of the carrot and keep it insulated from the frost.
So I bet you eat a lot of these carrots, don't you?
I do. I eat carrots every day.
So do I. That's why we're both such good-looking, handsome guys.
So, Ciscoe, I haven't been able to find any carrots in Chihuly's garden here, but that looks like it could be an Erosema maybe peeking up back there.
It does.
That's kind of cool.
That is cool. And now we have got a landscape that looks like it's a makeover from Mad Men. Sometimes improving a landscape involves truly seeing what's already hidden there. The owner of this 1950s home north of Seattle knew her place had good bones.
She was really in love with, and well, still is, this place and everything in it. And so she wanted to sort of minimize the impact to most of the things, reuse as much as she could, and sort of just expand upon what was already here and clean it up.
Cleaning it up was no small order.
The landscape that I got to here was very, very overgrown. The salal had at some point gotten to be 5 or 6 feet tall.
But there were discoveries to be made underneath all that brush, like this mature Japanese maple.
Originally, this tree was something you couldn't even see, and we weren't sure what this bowl here was. We thought that maybe it was hooked up as a fountain, but we really didn't know. So this was so overgrown you could barely see it, but I knew it was a nice tree and something that we'd want to feature. Okay, so originally this was going to be a built-in fire pit that was going to be maybe cement and be kind of standing up, but we decided that that was going to be an impediment to the flow of the space. So what we did is we just took out 4 of the pavers and put in these Mexican beach cobbles, which are actually polished so that they stay this nice dark color. And then we put a toe curb in around it just to hold the pavers back. So now she'll put in a nice stainless steel or whatever she chooses fire pit here, and that'll function the same way, but at least she'll be able to move it around.
The water feature? That's a natural one. A creek that runs through the valley behind the house. Carrie found this dark cane bamboo on the side of the house. Nearby plantings of black mondo grass and ferns maintain the harmony by echoing the same shades of green and near black. Raised vegetable beds will take advantage of the one spot here that gets some afternoon sun. And the front of the house lost a too shady evergreen and gained some much needed organization. It was hard to decide what should stay and what should go in this landscape.
The most challenging thing, I think, was sort of the same thing that was challenging for the client, which was to try to see through all of this and figure out how to make sense of it, especially in trying to keep a lot of what we had.
By keeping some classics and adding some new touches, this vintage landscape has a new lease on life.
So Carrie Culp, the designer in that story, she owns a company called Urban Oasis. Now what she likes to do is take your yard and turn it into a staycation destination. Doesn't that sound fancy?
Wow, I could vacation in that landscape. Welcome back to Gardening with Ciscoe from the Chihuly gardening class. Meeghan,
What?
I finally found it. A Brussels sprout recipe you're gonna like.
Excuse me if I'm skeptical.
No, you're gonna really like this.
What? Why?
Because we shaved them.
Less to taste, maybe?
Did I tell you there's a 150-pound pumpkin involved?
No, you didn't.
Well, Ciscoe, as you might have noticed, fall is in the air.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm thinking maybe we should do something with some pumpkin in it. So would you do me a
great.
favor? I'm going to
Sure.
give you a knife. Go ahead and just clean up that little guy right over there for me.
This one? Yes. This? Lynn, you are bad.
Silly girl.
Very
All right.
funny.
All
La
right.
la.
I know.
This is a cutie,
I
though.
cracked
You
myself
can make a lot of things out of
Actually, what we're going to work with today is Brussels sprouts.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
It's that time of year, right? And we're going to make a really fun dish, and we're going to start by doing something that's kind of a fun way to prep Brussels sprouts. We're going to shave them in the food processor. So you can do that with a knife, but this is a really nice way, because I've got a slicing blade in there. I'll show you what we're going to do.
that. Oh, yeah, because
We're
it
just
takes
gonna-
forever to...
Yeah, actually, it's kind of therapeutic for me, but you know, we'll do it the easy way this time. So we're just going to turn this baby on and take those
Oh,
down.
that was quick.
I know, and look how cute they are too, because they come out and they're just really nice little even cut shave there.
yeah.
I love these. Okay, so let's move on. We're gonna put these in a pan with some other fun ingredients. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, all
we're gonna
right.
make a little saute in the pan, and I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil, and you're gonna give me a little bit of butter.
Okay.
I like to do the combination of the two. You know why? For absolutely no other reason than I love the flavor of both, and I can't decide which one I want.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to keep this, relatively gentle. I'm not going to bother that. So go ahead and add the garlic.
All right.
And so that's some fresh sage and some fresh rosemary. Go ahead and put that in there.
Ooh, that'll be good.
And then some hazelnuts that I've just sort of
nice.
coarsely
Hazelnuts.
chopped.
Wow.
Yeah. And so what we're going to do is we're going to let that come to a simmer, just sort of to the hazelnuts start to toast a little tiny bit, and then we're going to add all of our shaved Brussels sprouts, and then I'm going to surprise you with what happens next.
I can't wait to see what
All
we're
right,
doing
so we'll give
here.
these just a second. Okay, so now let's put these beautiful
Oh,
things
yeah,
in.
yeah.
See, I just love this dish.
Well, I
So-
know I'm going to love it.
Every year you and I come up with something
Yeah,
new for
something
Brussels
for Brussels
sprouts. And so
sprouts.
I was actually looking through some old menus from a restaurant that I used to work at in San Francisco, and I found this, and I had totally forgotten about it. I was so excited because it's so delicious.
I'm excited,
so,
too.
Now we need a little salt and pepper. Would you give me just a nice big generous pinch
Okay.
of salt?
All right.
Yeah, that looks perfect. And then
right,
same
great.
thing with the cracked
All right.
pepper, just a nice generous. So now what we're going to do, Ciscoe, is I'm just going to let this saute for a little bit. And what I'm going to be looking for is for the Brussels sprouts to get jade green and actually start to brown a little bit. I want them to wilt and even be a little bit crispy on the edges. And then the secret is we're going to serve it over some pumpkin or butternut squash ravioli.
Oh, geez.
Does that sound good?
Oh, does that sound good?
All right, so hang in there. Be just a few minutes. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so these are cucina fresca pumpkin ravioli. So incredibly beautiful.
Oh, they are beautiful.
Yes, exactly. And then, simple as this, we're just going to take our...
comes the
Brussels
real
sprouts.
artwork
yeah,
right
and
here.
look at this. Is that just not cool? Oh, you know what I want to do? I forgot. I want to just put a tiny little splash of vinegar in here. Not much, just enough to kind of bring out the sweetness of the Brussels
yeah,
sprouts and
yeah.
kind of give it a little bit of a, punch. All right, and then we're going to spoon those over the top like that. And then, for my taste, I like a few little dried cranberries on top.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so now, let's
Okay.
see, what are you going to do there?
Well, hey, I hate to tell you,
Yeah.
but I'm cutting to the chase
Oh, yeah,
here.
yeah.
I'm going for the Brussels,
Brussels sprouts,
Oh,
yeah.
come on, guys. Oh my gosh, you've done it.
Isn't that fun?
You have reached the summit of Epicurean delight. Oh, la la. Meeghan's even going to like this stuff.
Excellent.
Oh,
Have you
sorry, but I'm busy right
I
now.
know. You may resume. Okay, I might try that. If you could just get rid of the Brussels sprout smell, though, that would be good.
Oh la la, that's part of the ambience of this dish.
Yeah, I like the ravioli. though.
Welcome back to Gardening with Ciscoe. Oh boy, it's plant pick time.
And we found something that'll add a little character to a skinny space.
What do you call this guy?
Camiciferous Nootkatensis vandenacres.
I like to call him the Dr. Seuss tree. Doesn't he look like something you'd see in a Dr. Seuss
It
book?
does have kind of a snuffleupagus look to it there.
Sesame Street, Dr. Seuss, same thing. Okay. Well, let me get a hole going with this guy.
Okay, good.
And we want him back.
Yeah,
I
I think we better put them back because the thing about these trees is eventually they do get wider, and you know we only have so much room for this. But this was a good choice for a spot like this, to
up
say the
against the
least,
fence
Meeghan.
and everything.
Okay, I'm going to try and get them out of here. Okay. Yeah, it's always a good idea, even in the fall. Adding a little organic fertilizer, what it'll do then is any warm days, it'll be a little bit activated and you'll get a little bit of root growth. Okay, here we go, Meeghan. Oh, perfect, as my French teacher used to say.
And he's pointing kind of towards the house. So
what do you think? A little. How's that?
that?
Look?
Okay.
See how it looks.
there we go.
Oh, hey, that's what do you
That's
think?
pretty good. Look at that.
Oh yeah, perfect.
So we can. Okay. So let me
All right.
hurry up and fill him in before he moves.
Yeah. Good idea.
Oh, you're so cute. Now, how big is he really going to get?
Well, these guys can get over 25 feet tall.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
That's
so.
kind of fun, though.
Oh, it'll be really fun.
Do I have to worry about him being floppy at all?
No, you know what? They're a lot more sturdy than you think. Now, if we were in a big windy spot,
right.
then I'd want to stake it for a year only real low. But now, once we water this in, it'll lock it in. We're in good shape.
Awesome, my Dr. Seuss tree. I love
Dr.
him.
Seuss, I think you've just given us a new name,
Now everyone's
Meeghan.
going to go in and ask for the Dr. Seuss tree. Nurseries are going to love me.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called again?
Van Acres, Alaskan Cedar.
Again, that tree is called a weeping Alaskan cedar. Now, if it for some reason didn't survive, I could always put a citron icicle tower in its place.
A what?
It's the best plant ever. This guy right here from the Chihuly gardening glass. Isn't it gorgeous? That would be like no watering, no weeds, no fertilizing. My kind of plant.
That is a great idea. Finally, we could plant something that won't die from lack of water in your garden. Oh, la la. Hey,
well,
Meeghan.
yes.
I actually got to talk to the guy who put the garden in the Chihuly gardening glass. So, Richard, you know, you and I have known each other for a long time. I was so excited when I heard that you got to be one of the designers for the Chihuly gardening glass. How did you even start on something like that?
First, we took some LSD. No, we were invited by the owners of the Space Needle, and the team was put together with myself and Owen Richards, who's the architect, and then we started working with Dale's team, and it took over 5 years to design the garden.
Wow, you have some incredible things in this garden. This black mondo grass under, is this the sun here?
That's the Pacific Sun, yes, and there are 4,300 black mondo grass that were custom grown for the project. Dale was a little bit reluctant at first. He likes a little more naturalistic planting, and this is a big, bold statement. And we were about 2/3 of the way planting the mondo grass. It went in on a Saturday, and the 100-foot level right there, Dale was overviewing the site mid-afternoon, and I got a call from Billy O'Neill, who's Dale's business manager. And so I answered the phone, and I could see it was Billy calling, and he said, "I'm standing up at the 100-foot level with Dale, and we're watching the black plants go in, and you're brilliant. We love it. Thank you."
Admission to Chihuly Garden and Glass is $19, but if you live in King County, you only have to pay $15.
And not only is there this gorgeous outside garden, there's the theater inside, the glass house, the exhibition halls, and you get it all when you pay your admission.
It is totally magnificent. I just love it.
I think we should go check out some more of it. Thanks for watching,
Me too.
everybody.